Let's talk about a huge shift in how you can really sharpen your brand strategy skills. So, here's a question for you. Is knowing about brand strategy the same thing as actually being a strategist? We've all been there, right? You can read a mountain of articles, watch a ton of videos, and basically become a librarian of strategy books. But does all that information overload really make you a strategist? The honest answer? Not really. There's this massive, frustrating gap between knowing the theory and being able to do the work when the pressure's on. On one side, you've got the endless ocean of free content online. It's kind of all over the place, it's totally passive, and here's the kicker, there's zero feedback. No one's there to tell you if you're on the right track. But on the other side, you have a totally different approach, a structured, active path that's not built for consumption, but for real, tangible outcomes. We're talking instant feedback, mentorship, and actual proof of your skills.
So the big question is, how do we finally bridge that gap? Well, you do it by turning theory into action. You learn strategy not just by studying it, but by actually playing the game.
This is where Brand Game comes in. It's an interactive platform built to do exactly that. It's designed to feel way less like a boring lecture and a lot more like a genuine adventure. It uses things like quizzes, tough challenges, and even choose your own adventure scenarios to really build up those strategic thinking muscles. This is all about rewiring your brain to actually think like a strategist.
So inside, you're going to be practicing the absolute core skills that every strategist needs. You're not just going to read about brand positioning. You're going to build it from the ground up. You won't just learn what a creative brief is. You're going to actually write them. You'll get to apply powerful frameworks like design thinking and even put together a whole strategy canvas to see how it all connects. Okay, so what does it actually look like to play? Let's break down the rules of the game and see how you can start leveling up your skills. Think of it more like a full-on adventure. You're going to be earning experience points, XP, for every challenge you take on. You'll unlock achievement badges that mark your progress, build up some momentum with daily learning streaks, and yeah, you can even see how you stack up against everyone else on the community leaderboard. Okay, but what does it actually feel like to play? First up, we've got a quick quiz. You're going to find these in each of the game's 4 main modules, and they're designed to really sharpen your strategic thinking. So here's a pretty classic scenario. A brand new skincare brand is trying to break into a market that is already super crowded. How do you make it stand out? What's the best positioning approach? Go ahead, take a second and think about what your move would be. Inside the game, you'd see a few different strategic options. You make your choice, you lock it in, and that's exactly when the real learning kicks off. Quizzes are awesome for building that foundation, but we all know strategy is really about making decisions and seeing what happens next, right? So let's level up and try a branching strategy scenario. Now, in these scenarios, your choices really matter. Imagine you're launching a new coffee brand. Every single decision you make, who you're selling to, how you price it, sends you down a completely different path. You actually get to see the outcome of your choices and understand that direct line between a strategic decision and whether the brand succeeds or fails. All right, so we've tested our knowledge, we've seen how our decisions play out. How about we add one more little ingredient into the mix? Pressure. Can you think fast and stay creative when the clock is ticking down? The mission is to write a full brand positioning statement, completely from scratch. And you have to nail all the essentials. Who's the target audience? What's the category? What's the key point of difference? And, of course, that super important reason to believe. That's really just the beginning, just a taste. The challenges get deeper and more complex as you go. So beyond that speed positioning we just saw, you'll get into a brief blitz, which helps you write better creative briefs. There's an empathy sprint to help you get inside your customer's head. And then there's the big one, the strategy sprint, where you build an entire brand strategy canvas from the ground up. But here's the thing. You're not navigating this world all by yourself. Every great adventure needs a guide, and inside Brand Game, you've got an expert one. And this is so important. Instead of trying to piece everything together yourself from a million scattered articles, you have a real mentor whose expertise is baked into the entire experience, guiding you on your journey. So your guide is Roma, also known as the Smiling Strategist. I mean, with over 2 decades leading strategy for giants like Ogilvy, Publicist, and McCann, her expertise is literally in the DNA of the game. She's judged the Effies, she's taught at the Miami Ad School. You are truly learning from the best in the business. And you know what's even better? You don't have to learn alone. You can invite your friends to join you on the quest, and when you do, you both get rewarded with extra XP and exclusive badges. It's a fantastic way to build your own little community of strategists.
If you want to think like a strategist and not just read about strategy, then it's time to start playing. So, what's your first move going to be?